This question that we are going to solve now was one of the questions in the GATE examination of 2007. Consider the following program segment. Here R1, R2 and R3 are general purpose registers. So if this is a processor, then R1, R2 and R3 are general purpose registers of the processor. The content of memory location 3000 is 10. So assume that this is like a part of the memory, the RAM over here, and this is memory address 3000. It is currently storing a value 10. The content of register R3, so this content of this register R3 is 2000. The content of each of memory locations from 2000 to 2010 is 100. Now they are talking about memory locations, so 2000 to 2010, each address is storing a value 100. The program is loaded from the memory location 1000. So the program counter will contain the memory location 1000, and one by one the instructions will be coming and they will be executed. All the numbers are in decimal. Assume that the memory is word addressable. So that means each of this memory location is actually specifying a word, and this program over here is starting at memory address 1000. So the first instruction is available at memory address 1000. So the number of memory references for accessing the data in executing the program completely is what? So this is what we have to figure out. So let's start with the first instruction, which says move R1 from this address. That means whatever is the content of memory address 3000, that value has to be moved into R1. So we have to calculate the number of memory references. So will this require a memory reference? Yes. So from the content of this address 3000, we have to move this content into R1. So now R1 will be containing 10. So this was one memory access that was required, and now 10 has been loaded into R1. Now a loop is starting from the next instruction. From the memory address which is specified by R3, bring the data into R2. So memory address in R3 is 2000. So that means this location needs to be accessed, and whatever was the data over here 100, it will be brought into R2. So 100 will be brought into R2, and that means this requires a memory access. Now R1 and R2 will be added. So add R1, R2. R1 and R2 will be added, and the result will be stored back into R2. So if we are adding R1 and R2, which is 110, and the result is going to be stored back into R2. So now R2 will have the value 110. Then the next is whatever is in R2, that has to be moved into the address specified by R3. So R2 is containing 110. That means this value has to be moved in the memory location specified by R3. So R3 is containing 2000. That means 110 will be put in this address 2000. So this will again require a memory access. Now R3 will be incremented by 1. So R3 becomes 2001. And R1 will be decremented by 1. So R1 will become 9. Branch on not 0 to loop. So we have to check, the last update was on R1. So we have to check whether R1 has become 0 or not. Till that time R1 becomes 0, this loop will be run. Now the value of R1 was 10, and it will take 10 iterations of the loop for R1 to become 0. That means this loop over here is going to run 10 times. And in each run of the loop, there were 2 memory accesses. That means within the loop, there will be 20 memory accesses, 2 for each time. Apart from that, there was one memory access before the start of the loop. So 20 plus 1, which is equal to 21. So the total number of memory references for accessing the data for this particular program segment will be 21.